Up next is the App of the Week segment. This is a segment dedicated to app demonstrations. Should you have an app that you would like to demonstrate for our listeners, feel free to send us the recording of such an app demo to contact us at blindandroidusers.com. And now for this week's episode, here's your App of the Week. And now to close this week's episode is an App of the Week, and we're talking about an app called Audify. Here's a demo of Audify. Hi, for episode 183 App of the Week, this is demonstrating Audify. Audify. Audify, as the name suggests, is an app that reads things audibly. For today's demonstration, I'll be utilizing an older device in the way of the Pixel 4 from 2019, running Android 13 and Accessibility Suite 14.x. I am on the web page, that is on the Play Store page of Audify, and will now tap on the About so we can hear the description of the app, and then I'll give you a quick tour of the app. I do want to mention that it has lots of settings, and the intention here is not to go into every one of those, but rather show you what they are so that you can go into these during your spare time. Let's though hear the About, that is the description of the app.
About this app, heading.
I'll tap.
Google Play Store. Audify read aloud web browser. Details, out of list.
And now I'll put my finger down and let it read the description of the app.
Web novel EPUB PDF TXT ebook reader text-to-speech reader TTS reader sleep timer. Audify is a text-to-speech app, web browser and PDF, EPUB, TXT reader app. Audify can read aloud TTS, web page text, HTML, and ebooks, whether it is novels, stories, or articles. Audify is designed to save your time and energy, and also protect your eyes. You can listen to the web page content while doing other things, such as commuting or doing exercises. You can learn more and get more knowledge. It can be switched to night mode, blue light filter mode, and the brightness can be dimmed. Font size can also be changed to become very large. It can translate languages, search in page, sleep timer, sleep story, and it has a couple of other useful features. Features. Read aloud text-to-speech, TTS ebooks EPUB, PDF, TXT. Read aloud text-to-speech, TTS web page text HTML. Convert text to audio files WAV. Double-click and start reading aloud from the position. Different voices can be selected. Translate. Adjustable speaking rate. Learn English and other languages, Spanish, French, German, etc. Blue light filter mode. Night mode. Adjustable screen brightness. User-defined bookmark categories. Font size can be enlarged or reduced. Search in page. Share URL and files with this app from other apps. Download files. Import files from folders in cloud server. Sleep timer, sleep story. Choose search engines. Bold text. Download web pages. Full screen. Hide images. Reader mode. Pronunciation correction. Playlist. Auto-click a button to read aloud next page. Notebook. Read aloud ebooks EPUB, PDF, TXT. It can text-to-speech ebooks EPUB, PDF, TXT. It supports PDF format that has pure text. Read aloud web page text HTML. It can text-to-speech web page text HTML format on websites, such as news, books, magazines, novels, articles. You can listen to the text-to-speech voice without having to stare at the screen all the time. It protects your eyes. You can use it at any time, such as driving, doing exercise, or doing housework. Learn English and other languages. It can pause, resume, fast forward, fast backward, change speech rate. It is a good tool to learn English, Spanish or other languages. Blue light filter mode. When reading web pages or e-books, it can reduce blue light. Adjustable screen brightness. You can also adjust the brightness to the most comfortable level to protect your eyes, so that the screen does not look dazzling. Font size is adjustable for easy reading. It can enlarge the font size and retain the original web page structure. User-defined bookmark categories. Find bookmarks faster. Conveniently download EPUB, PDF, TXT files from websites and read them aloud. Q. How to start reading aloud in the middle of a page. A. 1. Scroll the web page to the position you want to read, and press the play button. Or 2. Double-click the paragraph you want to read. Audify can read aloud from there. Q. It cannot read aloud when I use it for the first time. A. You can. 1. Swipe to close the app and reopen it. 2. Try a new web page. 3. Choose a different voice for reading aloud. 4. Turn off the phone and turn it on again. 5. Restore the phone to factory settings. Usually after doing the first step it will return to normal. Q. After the app is updated, an abnormal situation occurs. A. You can. 1. Swipe to close the app and reopen it. 2. Shut it down and restart. 3. Remove the app and download it again. Usually after doing the first step, it can return to normal. To be able to provide long-term maintenance and updates, Audify needs more users. If you like Audify, please 1. Give a 5-star rating. 2. Write a review. 3. Share. 4. Buy developer a cup of coffee. 5. Remove ads. We need your support. Thank you. With the sharing and rating of many people, Audify broke through 100,000 downloads. Thank you for your help. We still need your help to make Audify even better.
And that's the description of Audify. Let's now go back to the main page and install it.
Play Store. About this. Try new features before they're.
I scroll back up to the top and will now tap on Install.
Install button. 1%, 3%, 49%, 100%. Installing. Open.
There we are. We're done with installation and it's sitting on the open, and I'll now tap to activate.
Do you want to give permission to show a playback toolbar when screen is locked? OK. Button, out of list.
We are now sitting on a page or on a screen that talks about whether or not we would like to give it permission. So we'll see the playback controls on the lock screen. And of course, I'm going to tap OK.
Allow Audify to send you notifications. Allow button.
Now, I'm notorious for not allowing notifications, but just for giggles, I'll allow these notifications for this session.
Notification permission has been granted. OK. Button.
And OK.
Audify. Web view. 1. Enter website name. 3. Or download EPUB, PDF, or TXT files from ebook websites and read it aloud. 2. Press this button or double tap the screen optional to read aloud the web page text.
That's what we heard. So we're in the main UI of the app, and it seems like it's reading what is on the screen here. Let's though go ahead and start from the top and see what buttons and controls we have, and we'll work our way down toward the bottom. Starting from the top left, let's get started.
Home page button.
On the top left, we heard Home page. Moving my finger to the right,
Enter keywords or URL, edit box.
we have an edit field where we could type in a page URL that we would like to read and things like that. I do want to mention here in passing that I have worked with this guy, or told him to make it compatible with TalkBack, because at first it wasn't very compatible, but now it's a joy to use with TalkBack. Now, moving on to the right,
Go to the web page or reload the web page button.
That is, after typing in the URL of the page that you want, you can now tap on this to navigate to the page in question. The last item on the top right here is the menu.
Menu button.
And there's the menu. Now, below the edit field is something that says history.
History.
And to the right of that history are a couple buttons. The one on the top, just below the menu.
Cancel button.
To the right of the history, we have cancel just slightly above that, and then below that is clear.
Clear all history button.
That's what we have. Now let's work our way toward the bottom, and passing the midsection of the phone, we come across advertisement.
Easy to use healthcare apps. Link.
That's advertisement right there. Now below all of this advertisement are some buttons. Starting from the bottom left and going toward the right, here's what we got.
Previous button.
Moving right.
Next button.
Right.
Read aloud or stop reading aloud button.
Right.
Reader mode or cancel reader mode button.
And the last button on the bottom right.
Bookmark and file page button.
Bookmark and file page button. Now let's go back though to the top and tap on menu. That's the button there on the top right corner.
Menu button.
Here's that menu. Let's tap. Tapping on menu, we come across
Cancel button.
and moving on down.
Decrease button.
We hear decrease, meaning you want to decrease the brightness and things like that.
100%.
That's the brightness. Keep going.
Increase button.
Increase. Go down.
Decrease button.
Go down.
8.6%.
Moving down.
Increase button.
Moving down.
Bright mode button.
We have bright mode.
Bright mode.
As you can hear, it has like the buttons to the left, and then it has a text string to the right.
Bright mode button.
Moving down.
Dark mode button. Dark mode. Dark mode button. Blue light filter button.
Keep going.
Blue light filter. Blue light filter button. Sleep timer button.
And
Sleep timer.
so if you're swiping, you'll find out that you'll hear those buttons on the left. And then if you swipe again to the right, you're going to hear the string of that button. The buttons themselves also already have what the button is with its text.
Add to playlist button.
So I'll just be moving on the column of the text instead of moving to the button, then moving my finger to the right and hearing the text, since all are the same. So here we go.
Add to playlist. Translate. Note. Convert to audio.
Moving down,
Hide image.
we hear hide image, and then to the right of it, some of them have toggles or switches to the right. For example, this one to the right.
Hide image is off button.
If you want to hide the images while you're reading, you could turn this on. Let's move on down. This time let's swipe for those of you who are swipers.
Silence mode button.
Swipe again.
Silence mode.
Swipe.
Silence mode is off button.
And you could tap here to change how you want it.
Select repeat mode button.
We have the repeat mode button
Not repeat.
and
Settings for repeating times button.
you could tap here for the repeats.
Auto reader button.
We come across auto reader.
Auto reader. Auto reader is off button.
If you want to tap here to make it automatically read, then you turn this on.
Auto start button. Auto start. Auto start is off button.
Keep going.
Toolbar button. Toolbar. Playback toolbar is on button. Copy all button. Copy all. Download button.
I'm just going through this as I indicated. If I were to go into each and every one of these, it will just make it extremely long. So in your spare time, you can go through these.
Download. Search button. Search. Bookmark button. Bookmark. Share button. Share. Block redirect button. Block redirect. Auto next page button. Auto next page. Hyperlink list button. Hyperlink list. Skip footer button. Skip footer. Hide ads button. Settings.
And then we have settings at the bottom. Let's tab on settings.
Audify. Back button.
As I indicated, it has lots and lots. So please take some time on your own and go through. But here's what we got in the settings.
Settings. Search engine. Bing.
Search engine is Bing. You could tab here to go choose the search engine that you would rather use.
Search engine button.
Moving on down.
If a word cannot be pronounced correctly, find a word of the same pronunciation or same meaning to replace it.
Next.
Skip words.
We have skip words. In other words, if you want some words to be skipped during the reading.
Skip words button. On, comma mode, switch. Highlight each short clause between commas or spaces instead of a full sentence. This feature only works with Google Voices that don't require network and Android 8 or above.
Next.
On, highlight each word, switch.
And that's the switch there to the right of it.
Highlight each word while reading aloud. This feature only works with Google Voices that don't require network and Android 8 or above.
Okay.
On, read aloud main text only, switch. Skip linked text and references if main text is detected. Off, skip more linked text, switch. When main text mode is on, skip even more linked text and user comments at the bottom of the page. However, it may skip some text that you want to read aloud.
Next.
On, show main text in reader mode, switch. Skip linked text and references in reader mode if main text is detected.
Next.
Off, download main text only, switch. Download main text only and skip linked text and references if main text is detected. On, skip symbols, switch.
Next.
On, skip superscript, switch. Off, skip URL text, switch. Off, skip square bracket, switch. Off, skip parentheses, switch. Off, skip spaces between uppercase letters, switch. Off, skip hyphen, switch. Skip line breaking hyphens. However, it may also skip other purpose hyphens. Waiting time.
Next.
Waiting time, button. Wait for web page to complete loading in auto-click mode and playlist mode.
And.
On, double tap to read aloud, switch.
Next.
Double tap to read aloud the tapped paragraph. On, highlight paragraph, switch. Highlight the paragraph with background color while reading aloud. Off, underline paragraph, switch. Underline the paragraph while reading aloud. Off, auto start, switch. Auto start reading aloud after a web page is loaded. Off, only read aloud in this language, switch.
In other words, if you would like to choose it to read in a certain language only, then you will go in here and choose what language you would like that to be. Here's what I'm talking about.
Select language, English.
You tap there and go choose the language.
Select language, button.
Next.
Always use this language to read aloud all pages.
Or you could choose to say, always read every page using this language.
Select voice.
Now we come to the voices.
Select voice, button.
And if we tap here,
Audify. Back. Button.
we have voices.
Search. Edit box. EBU. Embu. 39 of 212. Enlist. EE. U. 40 of 212. L. Greek. 41 of 212. N. English. 42 of 212.
As you can see, there are lots of languages. So for example, if I just tap on English,
Audify. Back.
Do you like this
button.
voice?
Out of list.
tapping on that, we heard, do you like this voice? In other words, we're now on a page where we could select the voice variants that we would like, and this also includes some of your locally stored TTS engines. Here's what I'm talking about.
Automatic N, 1 of 102. Enlist, 102 items.
Moving down.
1. Eng_USA_ will a cappella group, 2 of 102.
So you could tap on it to hear what it will sound like.
Do you like this voice?
1. Eng_USA_ will ACAP.
I'm gonna scroll
2,
down.
6. 13. Eng_USA CODEFACTORY, 14 of 102.
I think that's Code Factory there.
Do you like this
13.
voice?
Eng
I'll
underscore
scroll down some more.
20. 29. N_US Google Network, 30 of 102.
That's a Google
Showing
network.
items
Do you like this voice?
29.
Do you like this? Do
scroll
you like this
down.
voice?
40. N_.
Do you like this
40.
voice? Do you like this? Do you like this voice?
N_US TTS Audify.
Well, you understand what's going on, so I went back. Let's move on from here.
EO Esperanto, 43 of 212.
And let's go back.
Audify. Select voice button out of list.
Moving on down.
Select a voice to read aloud.
Next.
Download more voices.
Or you could download more voices.
Download more voices button. Manually download more voices instead of waiting for system to automatically download.
Next.
Install more TTS engines example. Install more TTS engines example button.
And if you tap on that, it should show you the examples.
You can install more third-party text-to-speech engines such as Vocalizer on Google Play Store. Or search on web to get more text-to-speech engines. Once new text-to-speech engines are installed, their voices will be automatically imported to Audify.
Next.
Disable battery optimization.
Next.
Disable battery optimization button. 1. Battery optimization may prevent apps from reading aloud when the screen is off. Do you want to go to the settings page and turn off battery optimization? Please find this app, Audify, in the All Apps list, and disable its battery optimization. 2. If you want to use the voices that require network when screen is off, you may also need to find the app, Speech Recognition and Synthesis, and disable its battery optimization. 3. You may also need to reboot your device if the voices that require network are suddenly not working.
Next.
Notification permission. Notification permission button. Grant notification permission, so a playback toolbar can be shown when screen is off. Uninstall Speech Recognition and Synthesis. Uninstall Speech Recognition and Synthesis button. If speech rate or pitch is not working, search Speech Recognition and Synthesis on Google Play Store and uninstall and reinstall it. If the problem happens repeatedly, you can uninstall it only and use its original version. Do you want to go to Google Play Store directly?
In other words, if you're having problems with your Google TTS, for example, you may want to revert back to the older one or just uninstall and then reinstall or update it to see what's going on. That's what that is talking about.
Update Android System WebView.
Talking about web views here.
Update Android System WebView button. If this app crashes very often, maybe it is because the current version of Android System WebView is not stable. You might need to uninstall or update it and reboot your device. You might also need to update Google Chrome or stop supporting the embedded page.
Next.
Off Support embedded web page, switch.
Next.
Embedded web page is sometimes used by web page apps to show content, such as online learning websites or online text editor websites, or used by common websites to show related articles or ads. However, there is one Google System WebView version that does not support it and crashes if you enable this option.
Next.
Off. Load all text at once, switch. In a special case, web page might be disabled when screen is off for a long time, so the text-to-speech feature cannot get text from the web page. To solve this issue, load all text at once before reading aloud. However, it will make loading time very long if the web page is large.
Next.
On. Pause when navigation, switch. Pause and resume reading aloud when navigation voice comes. If it does not resuming speaking after the navigation voice stops, you can disable this function.
Next.
Delete cookies. Delete cookies, button. On. History scroll position, switch. Store scroll position in browsing history. On. Bookmark scroll position, switch. Store scroll position in bookmark. On. Reset brightness, switch. Automatically reset brightness to system default value after app is back from background. Off. Swipe to control brightness, switch. Swipe up or down near the left edge of the screen to control brightness. Off. Reset font size, switch. Automatically reset font size to 100% when visiting a new website. Off. Bold all text, switch. On. Ebook text align both sides, switch. For ebooks, downloaded files, and reader mode, aligns each line of text to the left and right. Off. Dark mode text pure white, switch. On. Add link to reader mode, switch. Add link text to reader mode and downloaded file. On. Link text reminder, switch. When TalkBack app of the Android accessibility feature is enabled, remind you if the text is a link text while reading aloud.
In other words, while using TalkBack and you have a pure text in front of you and TalkBack is reading it, when it comes across a link, it will let you know that it's a link. Next.
On. Click link text button, switch.
Next.
When TalkBack app of the Android accessibility feature is enabled, show click link text button.
In other words, it will show you that it's a link, as I said earlier, and you should be able to tap on that link to activate it.
Off. Always show all toolbar, switch. On. Always show bottom toolbar, switch. On. Show status bar at top, switch. On. Large button mode, switch. Off. Allow pop-ups, switch. User guide. User guide, button. About Audify. About Audify, button. Share this app. Share this app, button. Rate this app. Rate this app, button. Remove banner ads. Remove banner ads, button. Remove banner ads at the bottom of the screen such as the history page and bookmark page. This is not an ad blocker, so after paying you will still see ads from all websites.
In other words, if you're reading a web page, for example, and the web page has ads, you will see the ads at the bottom there, but this does not mean that you are not removing the ads from within the menu UI of the app. For example, when I open up the app and going through those buttons, we saw some ads there. If you choose to pay to remove ads, those ads there in the menu UI of the app are not going to be there. That's what that is.
Restore purchase.
There's a restore purchase.
Restore purchase, button. If you have already bought the products and you reinstall the app, please restore purchase. Buy developer a cup of coffee. Buy developer a cup of coffee button. Give a tip to developer. Your support can make Audify even better. Contact us. Contact us button. Software version 8.1.47.
And that's the last item. Now let's go tap on that remove ad and see how much it would cost you to go pro.
Remove banner ads. Audify. Remove banner ads. USD $14.99. Tapping on remove banner ads, we're told, is $14.99. Cancel button. And there's a cancel there. And OK button. OK to the right of it. Tapping that should take you to the Play Store, for example. Remove banner ads. Audify read aloud web browser. Current price $14.99 plus tax. Google Play Store. One tap buy button. And there I am on the Google Play Store where I could buy to remove those banner ads. And now, before bringing this to a close, let's go ahead and take a look at how you go about importing an existing file, or in this case, importing a book. What we need to do is tap on that last button at the bottom right, and that will be the import and bookmark page. Here's what I'm talking about. Bookmark and file page button. Tab. Audify. Back button. Sorry, there's my cat. We are now on that page where we can import a file or a document. On the top, we've got some buttons. Starting from the left, we got Back button. Back and moving right. Bookmark and file. Moving right. Import or export button. There's the import or export. If we take a look at this item. Actions. Import bookmarks in list. You could import bookmarks. Export bookmarks. Or export bookmarks. And I'm going to go back. Audify. Import or export button out of list. Next. Sorting button. It's the sorting, and then the last button that we want to take a look at. Import file button. Is the import file. We go ahead and tap. Recent. Show routes button. And you could tap on show routes and go choose the folder that contains the item you want to import. Or simply, if you have opened recent items, you could find it here. In my case, I have a recently opened file, and that will be a book by Tecumseh William Sherman. Memoirs of General William T. Sherman. And EPUB, I just simply June tap 6, on it. Audify. File is copied to download folder. Memoirs of General William T. OK button. I tap OK. Audify. Import file button. And the file has been imported. Memoirs of General William T. Sherman. EPUB 854.67 kilo. And I could tap on it. Battery optimization may prevent apps from reading aloud when the screen is off. Do you want to go to the settings page and turn off battery optimization? I'm going to cancel for now. Please find this app. Cancel button. Audify. Bookmark and file page button. This ebook is for the use of anyone anywhere at no cost and width. And you could just start reading from here if you want. Pause.
This ebook is for the use of anyone anywhere at no cost and with almost no restrictions.
I just double tap to stop it. And now that we're on this page, you can also change another voice if you want to change it to a different voice. You could have the change TTS engine found near the bottom, but if you've hidden that, then you'll need to tap on the menu near the top right and go tap on the voice. For instance, in my case, I have hidden that, and so now I'll tap on menu. Menu button. And scroll down all the way to the bottom and tap on settings. Settings. Audify. Back. And scroll down and tap on voices. Select voice button. Tap here. Audify. Back button. N. English 42.
Audify. Back.
Do you like
Button.
this voice?
Out of list. Showing items 88.
And the voice I have currently running is the Sarah Proc voice.
91. N. Saraproc 92 of 102.
If I tap there, that's another variant of that voice.
91. N. Saraproc.
And I'll just choose one
Showing
here at random.
84. N underscore O Google 85 of 102. 67. N underscore GB Google 68 of 102.
Let's try this.
Do you like this voice?
And if you like the voice you've chosen, then simply tap on the Done near the top right.
Done. Button. Win. Audify.
And now if you want to see a list of your files, for example, if you have other files that you've imported or books that you've imported, then you simply tap on that button at the bottom right, and that's the Import and Bookmark file.
Bookmark and File Page. Button.
You tap,
Audify. Back. Button.
and you're now back to the list of files.
Memoirs of General William T. Sherman. EPUB.
And if you want to delete a file, for example, or you want to edit the title or whatever, simply long press on it. For example,
Memoirs of General William T. Sherman.
and now we have some toolbars that pop up near the top.
Delete. Button. Out of
Delete.
list. Edit. Button.
Edit,
Share. Button.
share,
Menu. Button.
and the menu that we saw earlier. That's how you go about managing the importation or the removal of items that you've imported. And that will conclude the demonstration of Audify, Audify. Thanks for listening.